Welcome back to Central Valley Real Estate and Home, brought to you by Central Valley Talk. We're live on YouTube TV, Facebook, and at CentralValleyTalk.com. Austin Reed hanging out with you. Hit me up on Facebook, Austin Reed on Air, also on Instagram and Twitter. Hey, we've got another wonderful guest in store for you as we're broadcasting live from the Tower District. My next guest is Clarissa Rigby, and she's with Home Designs. Clarissa, this is your first time on Central Valley Talk. Welcome.
It is. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Good to meet you. Tell everybody a little bit about Home Designs.
Yeah, Home Designs is a company that I started maybe over 6 years ago, and we do everything from remodels to picking out furniture to doing kitchen designs, everything pretty much that you would need for a remodel or redesign.
So have you always been passionate about home design?
You know, I have. Ever since I was a little girl, I would always like draw up my room of, you know, how if I could have it the way I wanted. And I didn't know that it was something you can actually major in. And so I actually had started out in a like pre-med or something like that, and I was hating life. It was so hard. And I found out that Fresno State had a bachelor's program for interior design. And so I applied and I graduated, and I haven't looked back ever since. I love it.
We're looking at some pictures on the right-hand side of the screen right now. These are some of the concepts that you made into a reality.
Yeah, so this is quite a few projects I've done of just kitchen design. The one before it was a house that we basically took down a huge wall that was separating their kitchen and their living room, and we just opened it up and made it into a really open space that they would be able to entertain. And we updated their kitchen and did some really nice features in there. And I actually won an award for that kitchen as well. For just the creative design, as well as this kitchen that you're seeing right now. I just won an International Architecture Award for that kitchen.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can see why. I mean, and that's, I think, especially with kitchens nowadays, the trend is to make it more open, right?
Yeah, people are, you know, entertaining more, or they have big families or even small families, but
they're at home.
They're
more,
at home, right?
COVID,
with the pandemic, you know, it's really changed how we do life in general. And I feel like it was kind of crazy on my end at the beginning because people didn't really know what to do, finances and everything like that. But I feel like in the past few months, it's really been really picked up for remodels and redesigns of people's homes because they finally feel like they're able to kind of breathe and have a normal life. And they've also haven't been traveling. They have decided to refinance because rates are really low. And so, you know, people have been home for the past year, stuck in making their home a classroom, making their home a home office. And so, you know, they're finally to a point where they need to do something, you know. And so, for example, I believe ABC News had reported the other day that bathroom remodels are up like 90%, and I can see why, because you know I have two little ones at home, and I've had to be a kindergarten teacher this year, which has been interesting.
Yeah, how's that been?
Hard.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you are there, and the only place you have by yourself is the bathroom, and you use it every day. And you know, so people are really investing into those key areas of their home that not only they use every day, but also boost the equity of their home. And so, you know, hiring an accredited interior designer for big projects like that is really something that you should look into because it helps to kind of save money, you know, down the road. Because, you know, as an interior designer, I can come in and help you really envision your project. And I have, you know, I use 3D rendering software so you can actually see the project before. And that's actually something that a few clients of mine have really just boasted about my services, is that, you know, my 3D rendering from start to finished product is very similar.
So, and that's what you have, right? Is that what you use, or?
Well, I use a MacBook Pro.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Cool. Okay, so, but that's so cool because it's using new technology, and you're staying. It helps you stay a little bit more distant too, right?
Right.
To where you're not having to go there all the time.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
So we can, email and that kind of
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, so hiring an interior designer is really important. I mean, you can hire a contractor, obviously. I work hand in hand with contractors.
Okay.
I, as an interior designer, am basically an advocate for my clients, and it allows me to really, the clients don't necessarily have to be in the know of every single detail. It allows me to really advocate for them and remind the contractor, this is where we're starting, this is where we're ending, that kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, I've worked with really talented contractors, and but they always tell me, we're not designers. And I think some people, that's a misconception. They think, oh, if this contractor did this bathroom or whatever, he can do something similar for me, which is very true. But hiring an interior designer gives you a fresh look at things. As a designer, you have, like small details. For example, I just designed a bathroom for a client and put a little shelf in there so she could put her leg up and shave her legs,
I love it.
Just those little details that,
awesome.
we can bring to the table. And so, and really kind of make the design, one of a kind for you. So
do you like working, because right now there's a lot of first-time home buyers.
Yes.
Are those fun to work with?
Yeah, I mean, when you're a first-time home buyer, the process is kind of overwhelming,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And HGTV makes everything look so easy,
Right.
that everything can get done in 5 days and for, $10,000, So, I do coach a lot of, first-time buyers and first-time even doing a remodel.
Sure.
Sometimes people have been in their homes for years
Sure.
and just haven't been at a point that they, are able to invest in it. And so I try and walk them through and give them, the nitty-gritty of everything that is going to happen, and I try and be really open in the process to say, okay, at this step, this is what's going to happen, this much money is going to get you this far, but we can always try and work within budgets and things like that. So
talk a little bit about as we are coming up to spring and summer, is this a good time for homeowners to think, hey, maybe I want to redecorate for the season?
Yeah, sure. I mean, with the warmer weather, I feel like we kind of come out of our hibernation.
Yeah.
In the cooler weather, we just want to kind of stay home, and you don't necessarily want people coming in your house doing a remodel. But yeah, I mean, it's a great season, and you can really start to look forward to, entertaining, hopefully again soon.
Right.
I know it's been kind of, with COVID, people aren't able to necessarily do that, but just thinking towards the future. And they always say that if you're feeling a little sad, go into the sun. So
Yeah,
now
sure.
we're coming into that season of spring and summer, and so yeah, it's a good season to do a remodel.
Final question. You were just talking about HGTV.
Yeah.
What's your favorite show on HGTV?
Oh, geez. I'm watching this one right now. Oh, what's it called? It's something fabulous. It's this designer in Arkansas.
Ooh.
I just tuned in the other day. I usually don't have much time to watch those things.
No,
but of course, I'm always a fixer-upper fan from the start. But she hasn't done that in a while, so. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few.
Next time you come on, you'll have to.
Yeah, I'll have a.
I threw that out.
You
I threw
did.
that
I'm
out
like,
there.
oh no.
No pressure. Okay. Let's wrap it up. How can people get in touch with you? What's the easiest way? Are you looking for new clients right now? Do you have availability?
Yeah, so I have quite a few projects right now, but we are looking forward to starting to schedule people in for the next few months. And so if you are thinking of a remodel within the next few months, I would say to reach out to me. I like to do a free consultation on the phone so we can kind of talk and see how we fit and see if I'm a good fit for you. And then also we set up an in-person or virtual consultation to kind of go over your remodel. You can actually go to my website at home.designs.com/contact, and that has a contact form that you can fill out. You can message me on Instagram at home.designs, and yeah.
Very good.
Crazy.
And your number again?
559-365-6647.
Perfect. Come back in spring and
Sure.
maybe show some of your latest designs.
Yeah,
We'd
I'm
love
working
to
on
see it again.
a lot of bathroom designs right now. So,
Bathroom. Okay,
yeah.
so that's what's in bathrooms.
Bathrooms.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Thanks for joining us.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Come back anytime. You're watching the Central Valley Real Estate and Home Hour. Brought to you exclusively by CentralValleyTalk.com. We've got another guest coming up in just a few minutes, so stay with us.